Thanks for checking out this highlight from Epic Loot Radio. If you want to see the full podcast after the highlight, just check the top link in the description for more. Now I want to highlight a comment from chat right now. Tyler says, what are your guys' biggest hope for Outriders? Let's do this as a comment, and then I'll outline the rest of what we're going to be covering today. Start with you, Chaos.
My biggest hope for Outriders is that it's a game that we can get sunk into and enjoy as a group, and that there's enough customization in there to make the experience your own. Mm-hmm. I don't want it to be like a single meta where everyone just goes in. I just want the story, the lore to be interesting so we can dive in, and hopefully with enough support and the game doing well, if the game is as good as we're hoping it is, we can see more. Because it looks great.
What about you, Rory?
So when it comes to Outriders, my biggest hope right now is that it kind of breaks the streak of awfulness that we've had. Not just awfulness for the sheer of awfulness, but like the fact that we've had a lot of unfinished games in the looter genre. Like we had Anthem, which I still loved the gameplay. I even just talked with a friend of mine last night about it, like how both of us really enjoyed the gameplay, but ultimately the content wasn't there. Then we had, which one came after Anthem? I don't even remember, but there was one after Anthem.
Avengers.
Then there was Marvel's.
Avengers, yeah.
Yeah, Marvel's Avengers, which also had its problems. Again, I enjoyed the gameplay, but there was problems with the content. Then we had Godfall, which again, enjoyed the gameplay, problems with the content. I'm just hoping that Outriders can break the mold, for the love of God. Like, I don't need it to be a live service. Like, I'll be happy with what they are saying. It's just whether or not what they're saying is true. Because at this point, I don't even know what to believe in anymore, right? Because they're saying you're going to get like 40 hours of single player campaign if you do some of the side stuff. And then on top of it, you get like 15 expeditions at the end, which is going to form the end game. And none of that is going to be reuse of assets. So I'm just hoping all of that is true and that they deliver on the gameplay, and I am solid.
Yeah.
Like the game doesn't have to last me forever. I just want to have a solid experience. And, you know, eventually if I feel like leaving the game, just be like, you know, I stopped playing this game, but I loved playing it along the way. That's what I want. I don't want to leave the game and be like, God damn, dude, if they had only done this, it would have been so much better.
Right.
Cyberpunk.
Oh man, I want a game that's finished when it releases, and like, not that we can't get DLCs and updates down the line. I really just want to have that full, complete, packaged experience, and something that is just like, here's your game. You know, like, go nuts, have fun. This is what it ends up being. For me, I'm really excited about the story. What they've set up in the trailers, what they set up with the lore with Enoch, it just seems really fascinating to kind of experience. And then I'm excited to see what the community can take and run with it. Like, are we going to see a speedrunning community built out of this? Like, are we going to see lots of fun, interesting builds that people can play? I think we were I was talking with Rory, and actually I saw some people in the comments just leaning into me on my theory that games should be fun before they're balanced. I put a game being fun over a game being balanced, like the fun being the higher priority of the two. And people are like, no, balance is important. And then I was talking with Chris about it, talking to how the quote from the game developers, like, gamers will optimize the fun out of anything in this case. And I was like, all right. And I tweeted that, and yep, again, like, it's that I wouldn't think it was a contentious viewpoint, but apparently it is, and apparently I'm in the minority. Screw fun, it's got to be balanced. But at the end of the day, like, there is a truth to balance, right? Like, if there's 4 classes and only one's fun, then there's a problem there. And so, like, just note that I'm not sitting here saying that that I hope that everything's broke.
I mean, the way I see it, if the game is fun, it doesn't matter about balance. I mean, balance is important to a certain degree, but a game could be balanced and you'll hate the living crap out of it. But if it's fun and you're having a good time and you're just enjoying yourself with a bunch of friends, balance can go out the window.
Yeah, and then that's
I think this is one of those arguments that it's like, I can see both sides of the coin, but as someone that played a lot of World of Warcraft and constantly wanting to play one of the classes that was garbage, and it's like, it's not fun to play a class that's garbage. So it's like,
that's true.
Ultimately, this is one of those things where it can go either way. I can see both sides of the argument, and it could be a discussion that we could just be here for like 3 hours talking about it and not really come to a complete agreement, basically.
All I hope that you really enjoyed that highlight, and I hope that you check out the full podcast. Again, link is in the description. Thanks for being here, and hope you have a fantastic day, you wonderful, beautiful individual.